With the capital once more under their control, the members of House Wolffort disperse to the various corners of the domain. Roland, for his part, works to rid the crown city of his political enemies. Frederica repairs to the Rosellan village. Serenoa, Benedict, and the others, meanwhile, make a triumphant return to Castle Wolffort, where Lord Simon eagerly awaits their arrival.
Chapter 15, Part 2, When Our Paths Part.
Hark! The young rulers have returned.
You're back! You're back! You made it!
Show some respect, lad. They've driven Esfrost from our lands and brought the kingdom back from the brink. And one of them is no less than one of High Zant's saintly 7.
Dare I say, an achievement greater than Lord Simon ending the Salt Iron War. Fills me with pride enough to think I'd done it myself.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lord King. I didn't mean it.
You've done nothing wrong. Address me as you please. I thank you one and all for your efforts in seeing us through to victory.
Oh, you are too gracious, my lord.
As is the Hierophant, who saw fit to bless us with a boatload of salt. And all thanks to you, Lord Serenoa.
The Hierophant, you say?
Wow! That's amazing!
Isn't it just? Bold is the nation that besmirches House Wolffort's honor now.
I reckon not even the king himself would speak ill of us now.
Course not. It was this lad what made that mask-wearing coward of a prince the king.
All hail House Wolffort.
All hail Mr. Lord!
Serenoa is truly a man of the people.
And he's got the might to defend him. He's earned their trust.
And so he may as well be king. I must say I do appreciate a powerful man. Perhaps I should cast my lot in with the future rather than the past.
The cowardly prince they refer to is King Roland, no doubt.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
I pray that's all it is. High Zant's overtures are most bold. They mean to lure us in.
Oh, that was the wholesome scene I needed. Welcome home, Serenoa Wolffort. Welcome home. Hey guys, it's Skymer here, and welcome back to another episode of Triangle Strategy. In the last episode, I had a lot of a huge dilemma between two specific decisions out of the three, where we decided to either assist Roland in the capital to deal with the royalists, go back home to Castle Wolffort and see Serenoa's father, or to go to the Rosellan village and rout the bandits that are afflicting damage to the village while it is not being inhabited. And I decided to go, obviously, with returning home. It just felt like the thing that needed to be done at a time like this. There's been so much pain and strife and a lot of damage emotionally and physically that we've been up to recently, and it feels so good to think that just some smiles that we can put on our people's faces, it means more to me than even what the game knows, just because I really wear my heart on my sleeve for, these citizens, and I want to give them the best life that they can live. And, to see them so happy and overjoyed makes me all the same. So let's go ahead and start off with a character story before we go to Hyzant and Esfrost to see what's been going on in their nations. We're going with Anna's today. Anna searches for answers about her parents, and Eridor seems to know more than he lets on.
Under this tree.
This here's the land of the Jax clan. Or used to be, more like. That clasp on your chest, that's their sigil, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a memento from my parents. Or so I was told.
Aye, now that I'm looking for it, I can see the resemblance. Same silvery hair and everything. Villages near here met with a pretty terrible fate. They begged the armies to spare their fields. The only one who listened was one of House Wolffort's bannermen. No one was surprised, big war hero that he was. But by the time we got here, the Jax had been all but exterminated. He was digging graves for the dead, enemy and all. A hero and a gentleman he was. Names on the tip of my tongue.
Benedict.
Aye, that was it. Do you know the man? I'd like you to pass on my gratitude, if you do.
Thanks for showing me the way.
Your coin's all the thanks I require. If that's all you'll be needing me for, I'll leave you to it.
You make a poor stalker.
Ain't exactly what I'm built for.
You fought in the battle here, didn't you?
Benedict swore me to secrecy. But suppose it ain't break an oath if you already know. Oh, but first I ought to tell you. You've the right to the truth. And those ain't my words. They're his. That's why he never tried to stop you from finding out about your parents.
You know of their fate?
We drove the enemy up the cliff top. Cornered him there. The same instant we cut their leader down, a babe cried out in the distance. In the hideout, we found you, all swaddled up. A letter pinned to you with that same clasp on your chest.
Live strong, Anna. Stronger than any. I see now.
Your family died at our hands. If it's vengeance you want, you can take it out on me.
That doesn't sound like the Eridor I know. Do you think so little of me? To assume I would forsake my friend, bloody my hands with revenge. I know the truth at last. That is enough.
Is it, Anna? Or are you forcing it to be?
Don't be a fool. Benedict is the one who raised me. If I ever want for a father, I know where to find him. When we've won this war, I shall make sure he understands that.
Wow. That was really sad and really sweet all at the same time. Anna found herself a father figure. I mean, and she found out the truth that she was looking for, and albeit it wasn't pretty information, it was information that she was searching for. And that just you know, and for her to say that she wants Benedict to know that she really cares for him, because Anna's normally a very quiet and seemingly very introverted person. You know, someone who doesn't really speak their mind a whole lot, but speaks with honesty when they do. And that's what I consider to be so beautiful about her personality. You know, I mean, she seemed like the very quiet and sketchy type before, but over all these chapters, she's grown on me so much, and I adore Anna, and she's so strong. I mean, just like her parents wanted her to be stronger than ever. I think she surpassed even her parents' expectations, and that's very heartwarming to hear. Alright, well let's go ahead and go to Espros now at Twinsgate. Svarog receives a summons from Gustadolf. However...
Lord Svarog, you've been summoned to the capital with regard to the death snow. How long do you intend to defy the Archduke's orders?
I've no time for his trifling inquiries, now that Glenbrook has been wrested from our hold. I fear an assault on the duchy is imminent. We must fortify Twinsgate.
Such an order would be mine to give, not yours.
Begone! I was a fool to think you could protect the duchy's lands.
The Archduke shall render his judgment.
Damn his judgment, and everything it has wrought! Leaving that fool Thalis in charge of Glenbrook brought this upon us.
I shall pass your words on to him, then.
See that you do, messenger boy. And let him know that if he wishes for me to follow his orders, he will speak the truth, and nothing but.
I just have one word to define that entire scene. Dang. Wow. You know what? I'm actually really happy that he's putting his foot down against Gustadolf. Yeah, you tell him. I mean, yes, I know that that is probably not going to go over anything well with the Archduke. But at the same time, he is standing his ground. I was worried the last time that I heard about him receiving the information about his son's death, Lord Dragan, in the mines. I was very worried that he was going to come out and attempt to attack me. Or that he would, because the factor that he may have supported or only knew of what Gustadolf stated at Whiteholm Castle when he took it over, where it was the people of Glenbrook that designed the assassination plot. But something tells me that he really did know a lot more, because he was talking about Thalis, and Thalis was the one who scripted that assassination of Dragan. So, I mean, I don't know if he knows that specifically, but you know, it's just a factor that I understand, because his son was wanting to be prime minister. That's the reason that he sent a letter to Gustadolf to say that he wanted to be. It makes me feel like that's what fuels his fire, is not just the factor that so soon after, you know, very soon thereafter that he finds out about, you know, his son's letter to Gustadolf about him wanting to be prime minister, and maybe Dragan even told his father that he has dreams to be. And then after all this progress that he had made in the mines, just to go over and soon thereafter find out that his son's dead, probably just made him think even more that Gustadolf had something to do with it. So proud of him. You know, I mean, standing up for yourself and standing up for your son. That is such an awesome thing. I hope that you can, I hope that you can live, Svarog. My heart is with you. Alright, let's go ahead and switch the tide, and let's go from the cold to the heat. Though the Saintly Seven praise House Wolffort for their glorious victory, they know they must be ever vigilant.
Once proud Esfrost has been laid low, and Prince Roland installed as King of Glenbrook. Perhaps now they understand how powerful we are.
There is yet more good news. We have coaxed enough power from the Elfric to power the automaton.
Oh, have the spoils of war ever been so great?
A question House Wolffort no doubt asks themselves. Are you not troubled by their gains? The people of Glenbrook rally around their newly returned hero as we speak. I fear we have unwittingly created an enemy to rival Esfrost, or worse.
Which is precisely why I have sent Milo to watch their every move. We shall be informed of any plots against us in due course.
And you are content to trust this, Milo?
What does it matter if I trust her? The goddess shall render final judgment to any and all traitors.
Be they spies, or one of the Saintly Seven.
Indeed. May we never live to witness such a tragedy.
That scene brings up a lot of curiosity in me. Lila said something about, do you really trust Milo? And to be honest with you, Edor didn't really have a response to it in terms of yes or no. But it makes me think about one particular line that Milo brought up very recently, about saying that maybe she should look to the future instead of looking to the past. Does that mean she has a chance to betray Hyzant? I mean, perhaps. I mean, she's still a spy, and I don't trust her fully. We still have no idea of her real intentions, or whether she's doing this for Hyzant or she would be doing it for herself. I don't know what her intentions really are, and what her motive would be for such intentions, but I will tell you, but just having her potential services would be a huge boon for me if I ever wanted to discover a chance to be able to free the Roselle from the source. That would be the greatest pleasantry that I could have in this game up to this point, is to free the Roselle and allow them to live peacefully once more after all the harm that I brought to them. So, that would be great. Alright, so, without further ado, let us continue back to Castle Wolffort, because this is the cream of the crop. Serenoa returns triumphant to Wolffort and makes for his father's chambers to see him at once.
How fares my father?
He is most lucid, my lord, though asleep at the moment. I fear the malady has sapped much of his strength.
I see.
It's not all doom and gloom, though. Word of your recent exploits lifted his spirits considerably. He cannot wait to hold a feast and praise you before the entire house.
Ha! May he forget he said that upon waking.
You should accept the honor with grace, my lord. He is your father, after all.
I would gladly accept, of course. Even hearing secondhand that he takes pride in my efforts threatens to swell my head.
The young lord has reclaimed Glenbrook, Lady Destra. He fought as valiantly as Simone or Regna. Would you were here to witness it.
Forgive me, Benedict.
No, forgive me, Lord Serenoa. I shall take my leave.
Nonsense. You are the reason I stand here today, and I would tell Mother that myself. I bid you stay.
How very gracious of you. I owe much to Lord Simone and Lady Destra. They filled my life with purpose. They left you in my charge. But you have already demonstrated your power for all the realm to see. You now walk on your own 2 feet. I have no doubt you can lead Norzelia into a glorious new era of peace and prosperity, with King Roland by your side.
Speak frankly, Benedict. What is it you wish to say?
I have done all I can for you, Lord Serenoa. I will resign following the evening's festivities. Anna shall take my place if it pleases you.
You would leave me unmoored at a time like this?
I know the time is not ideal, but your father is not long for this world. I would repay my debt to him by caring for him in his final days. After that, I shall stand watch over their eternal resting place and regale them with tales of your great deeds.
I see there shall be no swaying you. My gratitude for you flows like the mighty Norzelia River. Even so, I would ask for a moment more to make up my mind.
Understood, my lord. Then let us return to the castle and prepare for the evening's feast.
I would be lying if I said I didn't tear up during that scene. I don't want Benedict to leave. I know that some of his ways of wanting to... How do I want to word this? His ways of attempting to win battles has been a little more devious and a little more dark. You know, with, setting Wolffort houses on fire, wanting to blow up Tellior Dam to be able to flood the royal city of Glenbrook's Whiteholm Castle, and stuff like that. There's no doubt in my mind that he's a little bit schemy, but they're all done with such pure intentions. And, and he has this whole mindset that desperate times call for desperate measures. And, I understand where he's coming from. I may not have always sided with it, but I see his points, and he really is a loyal vassal to House Wolffort, and he's carried me through so many battles, and for him to say that he wishes to resign, it was bittersweet. I understand where he's coming from, where he wants to see Lord Simon in his final days, and and at the same time, I don't want to lose him. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know. Change is really hard for me to adapt to, and I know that there's a chance that Benedict won't leave, but it's a difficult thing to hear. That's all I have to say about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another story time before I head into today's exploration phase. Eridor brushes off the subject of Benedict's sought-after flower. But why?
Made it in time, my lord.
Eridor, you came.
Lady Destra. Your mother was loved by one and all, my lord. Honoring her this day is the least we can do. Is it just you here, my lord?
We are beset on all sides by tasks large and small. I would not impose my familial obligations on the others.
Spoken like a true leader. Me and your mother may not have been family by blood, but duty bound us just as close.
I am sure she would have been overjoyed to see you by my side. I never had a chance to know her. My only memories are from stories others told me. And still, I somehow can feel the warmth of her embrace, hear the loving sound of her voice.
She was smitten, that is true. She held on to you so tightly, I reckon not even the Dawn Spear could have pried you from her.
Did she?
Lady Destra's smile was brighter than the sun, and near as constant. She treated young Benedict and I like little brothers, though at times we weren't so deserving of her care. Even so, she always had a kind word, and worry enough to spare. There weren't a woman like her in all of Narzelia.
I did not know the bond between you three ran so deep. Benedict never mentioned it.
His lips aren't as loose as mine, especially when it comes to Lady Destra. Speaking of which, here. Your mother would have loved to get one of these from you.
A snowbell? My father mentioned her fondness for these flowers. Every year when I visited her, without fail, one of these would be placed in front of her grave. Was that you all this time?
Well, not exactly, my lord.
They're quite rare, are they not? I often search for them, but I have yet to see one in bloom. Where did you find it?
Well, I made a journey down south. Benedict insisted. Apologies for my absence, my lord.
There is naught to apologize for. It was a thoughtful gesture, and I thank you for it. Somehow, I can feel Mother smiling down upon us.
More than I deserve, if I'm being honest.
Huh. There's already a snowbell. Who could have...
Should have known. Nothing will stop him from his duty.
What was that?
It was nothing, my lord. Seems we're not the only ones carrying a torch for Lady Destra.
Indeed. We are fortunate to be part of such a close-knit house. And that is thanks to those who serve it. I trust I'll see you here again in a year's time, Eridor.
Of course, my lord. Snowbells might capture a moment in time, but your mother inspired loyalty for an eternity.
Wow, that was actually very fitting timing just based on that main story scene, and then that just felt like a continuation of it. That was very, very wholesome. I mean, just to hear from Sarah Noah that he didn't know his mother, but he feels like that he can sense her presence is just so overwhelmingly beautiful. And, you know, it is a little bit sad, but it's so beautiful too. It just goes to show that he doesn't have any sort of resentment or anything like that towards anybody because of not knowing his mother. He took it as an opportunity to just say, look what I've accomplished. And, you know, and other people rally around him saying, like, she would have been so proud of you. It's just words like that that just, I mean, obviously it fuels Sarah Noah with a lot, but as the player, it hits different for me too. Just because of the fact that I'm playing as him. I'm making the decisions that he does in the game. So it almost feels like I'm walking in his shoes. And that's more than what words can define. Man, this has been such a a tears of joy day for me. Wow, just the wholesomeness is unreal. All right, let's go ahead and continue on with the exploration today. A banquet is held to celebrate Serenoa's recent victory, and one of the guests is eager to speak with them.
This is quite the gathering.
Each and every one of them eager to get to know you better to advance their own ends. Be on your guard.
I shouldn't think that would be necessary. Father has gathered those he trusts most to lend me their aid. For that, I am grateful. Whatever the case, we mustn't keep them waiting.
I thank you kindly for the invitation, Lord Serenoa. Or shall I address you as Glenbrook's savior?
Ha! You needn't go that far. No.
I disagree. Your accomplishments speak for themselves. Power becomes you. It makes you alluring to people such as myself. Pray, let me accompany you for the evening and beyond.
I shall need a moment to consider your most gracious offer.
It's a thing of beauty when they grow up. Hey, Benedict?
It is, and yet it can leave one feeling strangely bereft.
Aye, well, that's fatherhood for you.
As House Lord, I should go and greet our guests. Okay, wow, what a heartwarming time. I mean, I needed something like this. You know, especially coming off of such an emotional scene like from With of Laura. This is exactly what I feel like I needed, and I'm just so happy and honored to be here in this situation. Let's go ahead and start talking to people. Let's have a moment of celebration. Lord Simon said he would be coming to tonight's banquet. He should be arriving any moment now. House Wolffort's devotion to the crown truly knows no bounds. It is an honor to be in your presence, my lord. I hope that Glenbrook can continue relying on both you and Minister Patriat in the years to come. Yeah, Patriat, just the person I would like to be partnered with. Yeah, sure. Why are you not talking, sir? Okay. I might have to come talk to him again if the time permits me. A panacea pellet. What is that? That's a new one. Fully restores a single ally's HP, heals their status ailments, and restores lower stats to normal. Oh my gosh, it's like a freaking full restore. 100% heal. That's incredible. Hello, Sheila.
I didn't expect to see so many people here. It appears House Wolffort's deeds have been heard far and wide.
And what an honor it is to hear it. It's just incredible. Oh, I thought the sparkle was up here. It's with these barrels down here. Wow, that's a lot of money. 2 cure-all pellets? Okay. Give me 1 second. All those emotional scenes have me in a wreck. It's just so wholesome. But I'm just so happy to be here. I know that I keep saying that, but it means a whole lot more than, you know, just because of... Oh, I thought this might be like a secret in here, but... Nope, I can't go any further than that, so... We're stuck! We can live our lives in peace thanks to you, my lord.
Whiteholm Castle was reclaimed thanks to you, Lord Thanks to you, Lord Wolffort. I doubt King Roland could have accomplished that on his own.
For them to be downplaying Roland so much seems kind of odd, but... Is this a Byzantian? It is! I heard about your battle at Whiteholm Castle, my lord. I should have expected no less of one of the Saintly Seven. I look forward to seeing what you can do for our great goddess.
Anna, I am honored to serve a lord so beloved by his people.
Aw, thank you. It's been some time since this castle felt so alive. I got so absorbed in the moment, I even forgot I was on duty. Oh, that's funny. To tell the truth, I'm a little worried about doing business in the Crown City. The nobles do nothing but quarrel and hold each other back, maybe in a bid to line their own pockets. I feel much safer working here in Wolffort. Once your father gets here, why not keep him company? I'm sure he'd be overjoyed to have you beside him. And that I would be too. Alright, before we continue on to this side, I think we're gonna go ahead and explore the right side up here. Oh, it's you again. Don't look at me. Yeah, keep staring out the window. I don't want to see your face. You're the only person here that I don't like being here. He's just a weenie in every way possible.
I am still in awe that Minister Patriot would dare show his face around here. It's only a matter of time before King Roland exposes the royalist crimes in the capital.
And I hope that he does. The Victory Feast program. Alright, let's see what the plan is then. This is in the notes, I'm pretty sure. Let's see where it is. Victory Feast program. Lord Simon's greeting. Lord Serenoa's greeting and announcement. The honoring of the guests. Toast, eat, and make merry. And then some performances. There's going to be archery demonstrations from Huette, recitation from Eridor, and sleight of hand from Benedict. And then Lord Serenoa's word of thanks, then closing remarks. Sounds like a great party to me.
Lord Serenoa, it is an honor to meet the revered savior of the kingdom. Rumors of your great deeds have reached even my ears. I take it your vassals are getting their well-deserved rest now?
Alright, now this character right here. I cannot believe she might have the opportunity to betray Hyzant to side with me. That's what it sounded like, right? Because she was like, I want to be able to be by your side for this evening and beyond. That's crazy.
I was surprised to see how loved House Wolffort is by its people. Perhaps there will come a day when I address you as something greater than a lord.
Wow. Pretty words, Milo, pretty words. Not really sure how to feel about that, but we will find out momentarily, I suppose. You know, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Benedict first, because I actually like that character, unlike you. Word of Lord Simon's recovery has lifted the people's spirits. Were it that everyone were rejoicing. While people throughout the kingdom are singing your praises, there are others who despise your sudden rise to prominence. Now that we have reclaimed the Crown City, what would you do next, my lord?
I would give the people and soldiers a moment to rest. They have earned it, and I doubt another battle awaits us so soon. I would prioritize the protection of the domain. Our fight is not yet over. I would restore trade and commerce. They were likely thrown into disarray under the duchy's rule. So right now, I know that our domain seems to be in a very, trade and commerce seems to be pretty likely of a thing. But trade and commerce in terms of what? Because, does that mean restoring trade? Because the salt trade clearly is still a thing for Wolffort. It was just the thing that Whiteholm Castle wasn't getting salt because of the embargo. However, this seems a little bit like, it is true. They do deserve a moment of respite. But at the same time, to say that you doubt that another battle waits so soon kind of makes it sound like that he, isn't, that he's just thinking it's all over, and it's not. But this is interesting, but in times like these, we still need to prioritize protection. If our people are happy now, it can be as easily destroyed if a fight occurs. So the protection of the domain, I believe, is coming first. I am certain your father would be pleased to hear you say so. You are wise in your judgment, my lord. If I may, Benedict, how do you see the situation of the Crown City and battles ahead? It will take some time for order to be restored in the capital, but such is inevitable after what has befallen it. And as you said, our fight is not yet over. Someone will take action sooner than not. We must be vigilant and ever ready to respond. As I much so agree. I'm only talking to you because you have this freaking green exclamation mark above your head. You better be proud of that little symbol above your pretty little head there, as I would want to call it pretty. Can I just hide in here? That sounds like a much better option than talking to your ass. Good evening, Lord Wolffort, and my sincerest congratulations on your recent accomplishments. Thank you, Minister Patriat. But I could not have achieved any of it without my vassals or soldiers. Aye. In any case, I am deeply honored that you would come to greet me personally. Or perhaps there is something on your mind? I heard that you thrived even under the duchy's rule. I'm curious as to where your alliance lies. How are things going in the Crown City? Please let me know if you face any shortage of supplies. There is, but we can save it for another time. For now, please enjoy the banquet. Oh, I'm not going with that. No, we're gonna press this guy. We're gonna press this guy into the ground, okay? That's what we're gonna do. I feel like that he could lie about either of these. But I feel like this one would just be like, oh, no, the duchy's rule. Oh gosh, no, why would you ever accuse me of such a thing? I just want to know, since this one seems to be something that Roland is more like hinging on, and Huette is thinking that, you know, that they're gonna put a stop to this. So, and with the supplies and stuff, please let me know if you face any shortage, sir. Just saying. Why, thank you, my lord, but you needn't worry yourself. Our salt reserves were running dreadfully low after Esfrost halted trade with Hyzant, but with one of the Saintly Seven on our side, we can resume business with the Holy State. Leave the rest in our most capable hands. Most capable hands? My ass! You little frickin'... He's a turd! You're a little turd nugget! Alright, well, I think I'm gonna do one last quick search around to see if I missed anything, and then we will be on our merry way. Alright, I think we are all good. This marks the end of this exploration. Let's continue. Now to wait for father.
Lord Simon lives!
Haven't seen him in ages. He looks well. Thank the stars.
Let me take your hand.
I can manage on my own, my boy. I've not felt this good in some time. But I shall want you by my side the rest of the evening, that I may hear of your exploits in full.
Nothing would make me happier, Father.
I thank you all for gathering to celebrate with me House Wolffort's victories. Against all odds, my son and his stalwart allies have reclaimed the Kingdom of Glenbrook. I felt a great weight lifted from my shoulders as I watched him grow into a worthy heir. I dare say I've never been so proud. permit me the indulgence of offering a toast to my son, my pride and...
Anna.
Huh?
Father!
Assassins.
Oh, hell no. You're not gonna ruin this for me. Traitors. You will pay for these crimes. Absolutely not. After all this time that Simon has taken, you're just gonna do that to him? Oh, no, 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 no. I refuse to take such a thing and run away with it. Oh, this just boils my blood. I will see you guys in the next episode where I will kick ass and I will take names. This was Skymer, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. Bye, guys.